In today's YouTube video, guys, we are going to be taking a look at the new top 5 best weapons to use here after the Season 3 loaded update here in Modern Warfare 3. Now, with these builds, I guarantee they can help you get your first 100 kill game or your first MGB nuke. These builds are super easy to use. So if you guys are new here and find this video to help, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with noties on, and let's get into it. Now, for my first weapon in today's list, guys, we have the SVA 545. Now, right now, in my opinion here in Season 3, this is the best long-range weapon and also the best assault rifle. Now, but with this build, though, we are going to start with the stock here for our first attachment and add on the Markev R11 stock. Now, this can help with movement speed, sprint speed, firing aiming stability, and gun kick control. It's going to help us move faster around the map, be more aggressive, get into more engagements, get those high kill games. Our weapon is more stable. We're going to be more calm when firing, more smooth, more calm, more accurate when firing and hitting our shots, and also making the weapon easier to control at any range. This is going to be a very important attachment for this class setup. Again, just making us more aggressive, making our shots easier to control, more stable and everything. So we will be adding it on for our first attachment. Next, for my second attachment, guys, we are going to the rear grip and adding on the Demo 650 grip. Now, this attachment is always on my SVA. I think it's a must-have here. We are getting more stability on our weapon, so again, our shots are going to be more calm, very accurate, easy to control and everything, which is nice. We also are getting more gun kick control, and also we're getting some recoil control. So if you have a little bit of troubles, you know, controlling your shots and everything, having this on, having the stock on is going to be a great combo, making this weapon very smooth to use, very accurate, and also keeping your weapon easy to control. So of course we do want to throw this on. Now, with this weapon having somewhat of a fast fire rate, we are going to the magazine and adding on the 45 round mag, just for a larger mag size so we don't have to reload all the time, you know, get hit with that COD timing or anything, slow our flow down or anything like that. So we are going to be going with the 45 round mag. Now, for the underbarrel, we are going to be adding on the best hand stop as of right now, which is the XRK Edge BW4 hand stop grip. Now, with the DR6 unfortunately getting nerfed, this was the best hand stop. You're going to want to start using the Edge BW4. You're getting better mobility, better handling now, moving faster around the map, being more aggressive, getting those high kill games and everything like that. So that's what we want here. So of course, we do want to throw this on. And then jumping into my final attachment, guys, we are going to the barrel here and adding on the only barrel that you should be using here for the SVA, and that is the STV Precision barrel, the first barrel. You are getting some aiming auto sway, we are getting some bull velocity and range, recoil control, and gun kick control. And to be a little bit more exact here, we are getting a 15% increase in our bull velocity, which is insane. We're also getting a 13% increase in our effective and minimum damage range. So our bullets are now traveling faster, they're traveling further, hitting harder, giving us a faster time to kill, which adds on to the damage range buff we got in Season 3, making it a monster. So now this thing is even better. Now, for my next weapon, guys, we have the MTZ 556, which in my opinion is one of the best close range weapons and also the second best assault rifle here. Now, in this build, though, we are going to start with the rear grip and add on the Bruin TR24 assault grip. Again, getting more firing aiming stability, gun kick control, and recoil control. This weapon needs stability, it needs a recoil control, it needs everything here for the recoil control department. So it is going to make the weapon a lot easier to control in those longer range gunfights, basically in any range. And also in those gunfights, our weapon is more smooth, more accurate, more calm when firing, so it's not going crazy with those little bounces. So we're going to be adding this on for our first attachment. Next, guys, we are going to be skipping all the way over here to the underbarrel, and instead of using the Edge BW4 here, we're actually going to be using the Phantom 5. Now, you could use either. They're really good here. The thing is, with the MTZ, I feel like this weapon just needs a little bit of extra recoil control in all the attachments that we're running here. So adding this on, we are still getting handling, but also we are getting some recoil control, making the weapon easier to control. We're still being a little bit more aggressive, aiming down sights faster, shooting faster off a sprint for that aggressive play style, but we do need some better control of our weapon, with this weapon having a little bit of faster fire rate than not the best recoil control. So of course we do want to throw this on here. Next, guys, we're jumping over here to the muzzle, and we're going to be adding on the Zeman 35 comp set flash hider. It is still the best muzzle here in Modern Warfare 3. We are going to go ahead and still abuse it. We're going to shorten that radar ping up by, like, it's going to be like half a millisecond. You're not going to be on the radar much. We are getting some vertical and horizontal recoil control, and again, we are getting some more firing aiming stability. The weapon is very easy to use. You're not going to be on the radar much, and also the weapon is stable. Really good attachment. It is still broken. By far the best muzzle here in Warzone, in Modern Warfare 3. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and throw this on. Next, guys, for the barrel, we're going to be adding on the Clinch Pro barrel. Now, in my opinion, this is the best barrel for the MTZ 556, which I know people could argue the Drifter Heavy barrel is a really solid and good attachment as well. Now, I look at the stats on these. Yes, we are getting a 28% increase in our damage range on the Heavy Drifter barrel, but we're also getting a 21% increase damage range on the Clinch Pro, but we're also getting a 26% increase in that bull velocity. With the Heavy Long barrel, we're only getting a 15%. I feel like you're going to be more consistent with the Clinch Pro rather rather than the drifter heavy. Choose what you guys like, but in my opinion, I feel like the Clinch Pro is a lot better. And then getting into my final attachment, guys, we are going to the optic here, and you guys already know I'm going to be adding on that Jack Glasses optic. Right now, this is the best optic right now. It helps with firing aiming stability, which helps out a ton on this weapon. A blue dot, which everyone loves, and again, I mean, just aiming down sights, it's super clean, very easy to see it out of, and this is why I like using this attachment. Now for my next weapon, guys, we have the BP50, which is a really good assault rifle, but what we're going to actually do is turn this into an SMG, which in my opinion, it makes it even better up close, being aggressive, getting those high kill games. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to the conversion kit and go ahead and add on the Revenger kit. We're going to get a 60 round drum, we're getting some vertical recoil control, we're getting a crazy amount of movement speed and aim down sight speed, which can help us be aggressive, and now it just looks like more of an SMG, and it really looks like the Ripper from Call of Duty Ghost. I see it more when people started uploading videos about it, and also it kind of looks like the PDW. You could let me know in the comments, what do you think it looks like more? But now we went ahead and converted this into an SMG now, and for the rest of the class setup, we are going to the rear grip, adding on the Trust IV grip tape. Will always go on my BP50. This is a must-have attachment for me. It makes the weapon so much easier to use, easier to control, makes it more smooth when firing, very calm, very accurate, easy to control in those longer range gunfights. 100% a must-have attachment here on your BP50, so go ahead and throw it on here. Now, we're going to go over here into the ammunition type here, and we're going to be adding on the high grain rounds. We're going to increase that time to kill, make it even better. So we're going to have a crazy time to kill with the fast fire that it has, with the damage range it already has. This is going to be a nice time to kill on this weapon. It is kind of dirty. This thing is really broken. We're going to increase that bullet velocity and damage range by 15%. Our bolts are hitting harder, taking less bullets to kill, traveling further, traveling faster, making this weapon even better. So of course, we do want to throw this on. Now, for the muzzle, guys, we are going over here, and we're going to be adding on the MW3 compensated flash hider. We're going to shorten that radar ping again, vertical and horizontal recoil control, and more firing aiming stability. Like I just said a little bit ago, this is the best muzzle here in Modern Warfare 3 and even Warzone, so go ahead and throw this on. And then jump into my final attachment, guys. We are going to the optic here. If you really wanted to, you could add on the iron sights and use a laser sight if you really wanted to, but in my opinion, I feel like the Jack Glasses optic just fits perfect on this build. It is the best optic in the game. It's one of the optics that only gives us firing aiming stability, a blue dot and everything, and when aiming down sights, it's really easy to see out of, and this is why I use it. Now for my next weapon, guys, we have the Striker 9. Now this SMG is pretty popular right now here in Modern Warfare 3 and even Warzone right now. With some of the SMGs getting nerfed, this weapon is definitely went up the ladder, and I think right now this is a top 3 SMG right now. But with this build though, we are going to go ahead and start with the barrel here and go ahead and add on the Striker Elite long barrel. Now I have to say, with the Striker Elite and the Recon barrel, I feel like the Striker Elite is just honestly better than the Recon. Yes, we are getting better damage range and everything, but with the Striker 9, you need some recoil control. So we're going to add this on. We are getting better recoil control. As you guys see here, we're getting some horizontal, some vertical, some gun kick control. Not too much, but it does help out a little bit. We are getting some damage range, some aiming out of sway, and bullet velocity. Just overall making this weapon easier to use, better at long range, faster time to kill, faster bullet velocity. You can't beat that at all. So of course, we do want to throw this on here. Now we're going to go to the muzzle next, and of course, as always, add on the MW3 compensated flash hider. It's broken right now. Go ahead and abuse it until they nerf it. I'm sure it will get nerfed here soon. It didn't get nerfed in this update, so keep using it. It's still the best muzzle here in Warzone, in Modern Warfare 3. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and throw this on. Now we're going to drop down to the magazine next and go ahead and add on the 50 round drum. Now with this weapon having a fast fire rate, I don't want to have to slow ourselves down reloading all the time. Every time we get a kill or two, we're going to get hit with that COD timing. Every time I reload, something goes on. Usually a nade gets thrown at me, someone runs by me, a group of people run by me. COD timing hits me like crazy. I'm sure it hits you guys like crazy as well. So we don't have to reload all the time, slow ourselves down or anything like that. So we are going to be going with the 50 round drum. Now, with the rear grip, we are going to be adding only SAC and ZX grip. We are getting stability. We are getting some gun kick control and recoil control. This attachment is a must-have on this weapon. It's going to help us with everything here, making the weapon easier to control, make it better at longer ranges, making the weapon more stable, more accurate, more calm when firing. I think it's a must-have attachment, so of course, I do want to add this on. I'm a big fan of the iron sight, so I am going with the stock for my final attachment here, and we're going to be adding on the RB assault stock. We are getting firing aiming stability. We're getting gun kick control, some recoil control, also some aim down sight speed to help us be more aggressive, but also be a little bit more accurate. And then getting to our final weapon in today's video, guys, we have the WSP9. Now, this weapon actually got a sprint to fire speed buff by 40%, so this thing is going to be very nasty now. But with this build, though, we are going to start with the rear grip. We're going to be adding on the Marauder grip, gun kick control, firing aiming stability, and some recoil control. This weapon, it has a slow fire rate, but it does bounce a lot, so we're going to add this on. We're going to calm the bouncing down. We're going to be more stable when firing, make ourselves more calm, more smooth when accurate when firing, and everything like that. But also, we are getting better control of the weapon, making it easier to control at those longer range gunfights. And with this weapon having some nice damage already, and with us having better control of our weapon, we can go ahead and start outgunning assault rifles, LMGs, battle rifles, and everything. And we're going to be adding this on here. Now, we're going to be going over here to the magazine next and adding on the 40 round mag. Now, like I was just saying, you know, with the time to kill being nice on this weapon and everything, you don't need a crazy high magazine size like the 50. The 50 is going to hurt the weapon a good amount. You're getting a lot of reload quickness taken away, aim down sight speed, movement speed, and everything. You don't want that. And with the 40 round mag, if you're running the 25, the 32, or the 40, you're really not going to notice how much the weapon is getting hurt. You're not going to notice that at all. Although we are getting movement speed, aim down sight speed, reload quickness, and sprint to fire speed taken away on our weapon, you're not going to notice. The 40 round mag, it should be the only mag size that you should be running on the WSP9. So we're going to go ahead and throw this on. Now, we're going to go over here to the underbarrel next, and we're going all the way over here until we reach the Bruin Heavy Support Grip, gun kick control, aiming out of sway, horizontal recoil control, and more firing aiming stability. Like I was saying about this weapon on our first attachment, it has a lot of kick to it. It has a lot of bounce to it. So we're going to add this on, make it easier to control. We're going to cancel out that bouncing on this weapon, make it very smooth when firing and everything like that. So, of course, we do want to have this on. Now, for the muzzle, again, we are going to be adding on the ZM35 comp-set flash hider. We're going to shorten that radar ping. It works like a suppressor. You're only on the radar for maybe half a millisecond, maybe not even. You're going to be a ghost on that mini-map still, even though you're not running a suppressor. We are getting some more firing aiming stability. We are getting some vertical and horizontal recoil control as well, just making this weapon really easy to control. And then for our final attachment here, guys, we are going to the barrel, and this should be the only barrel that you run, the Reckless 90 long barrel. We are getting a 6% increase in our bullet velocity, nothing too crazy right there, but we're also getting a little bit of damage range here by 12%, making our bullet travel faster, hit harder, give us a faster time to kill, and again, this thing is going to be filthy at long range. But in my opinion right now, these are the top 5 best class ups to use here in Modern Warfare 3 after the Season 3 Reloaded update. Give these builds a try. Let me know in the comments what was your highest kill game, what was your favorite build, and if you drop any high kill games, let me know what that build was. But guys, thanks so much for watching. You guys stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.